Welcome to Chat Bundle. I am Jason and I am your host for today. Today we have Chris and Kayden here with us, and they will lead us with an interesting story for us today. All right, Chris, you are up.
Okay, so picture this, a wedding, right? But at the climax of this ceremony, the groom's head just falls off. Totally bizarre, right? But get this, the bride doesn't even flinch. It's like, oh, honey, you dropped your head again. Let me get that for you. Yes. And that's just the tip of the iceberg with this story. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into Adisa and the Skull Husband, a wild tale about love, tradition, and, well, a skull. We're starting in a village where arranged marriage is just how things are done. Everyone knows their place, especially Adisa, a young woman known for, well, following the rules. Until she doesn't, that is. Up to this point, Adisa's life is all about duty. Her world revolves around her father, Kofi, a real big shot in the village. This guy's all about upholding tradition no matter what, which makes what happens next even crazier. It's like she's lived her whole life in black and white, and suddenly, bam, color explodes onto the scene. And that color comes in the form of a mysterious dude she meets by the river. This chance meeting just flips a switch, and Adisa suddenly she's confident, happy, even a little secretive. It really makes you wonder what went down at that river. What was so powerful that it made her question, well, everything. Because here's the thing, this newfound courage leads Adisa straight to her father with a bombshell announcement. Papa, she says, I've met someone. And remember, in this culture, love and marriage, two totally different zip codes. Marriage, it's about family, status, keeping things nice and tidy. So Adisa's not just revealing a crush, she's basically chucking a grenade into their perfectly ordered society. And Kofi, well, let's just say he doesn't exactly jump for joy. He demands to know who this guy is, where he's from, the usual interrogation. It's all about lineage, connections, the kind of stuff that holds their world together. Adisa's answer, oh, it only makes things worse. This mystery man isn't just from out of town, he's from far away. Yeah, that far away. The one that makes everyone in the village break out in a cold sweat. And then comes the real kicker. Love. Seriously, you can practically feel the temperature drop in the room when Adisa says that word. In their world, love, especially for an outsider. Oh man, that's like the ultimate act of rebellion. Naturally, Kofi slams on the brakes, forbids her from seeing this guy.
Reminds her, hey, your marriage, my decision. But something in Adisa has changed. For the first time ever, she stands up to her father. And in secret, she keeps seeing this mysterious stranger. So Adisa's gone from dutiful daughter to, well, rebel with a cause, right? And this for a guy nobody's even seen. But then, bam, she drops another bombshell. They're getting hitched. Talk about a scandal. You can practically hear the villagers whispering. And then he arrives. The mystery man. Sources describe him as like unfairly attractive, charisma for days, dressed to the nines. Even the biggest skeptics in the village are kind of charmed. But, and there's always a but in these stories, something's not quite right. It's the little things, like the way he moves is almost too smooth, almost mechanical. And his features, like they were sculpted from something other than flesh and blood. Creepy, right? Kofi, always the pragmatist, he tries to get some answers, demands to know the groom's lineage, family history, the whole 9 yards. In their world, those aren't just polite questions, it's like the basis of their entire social structure. Avoiding those questions, major disrespect. You know what?
That's exactly what the groom does, just keeps saying he's from far away. Yeah, that far away. Oh, really? By now, even Adisa's got to be feeling a little uneasy, right? Wrong. Adisa, totally smitten. She doesn't even bat an eyelash. It's like she's fallen head over heels for this guy, literally and figuratively. Talk about a classic case of heart over head. Adisa's chosen love, even if it means turning her back on her family, her friends, everything she's ever known. And this whole thing, this clash between love and tradition, it reaches its peak on the big day, the wedding day. Picture it. Music, dancing, enough food to feed a small army. It's party central. But under the surface, you can cut the tension with a knife. And then the groom shows up, alone. No family, no friends, no explanation. In a culture obsessed with family, that's not just a faux pas. It's like spitting in the face of tradition. Even the folks who are willing to give the guy the benefit of the doubt. Starting to sweat now. Kofi, well, he's not thrilled, but he seems like he's putting on a brave face, for his daughter. So the ceremony begins. The village elder, this super respected figure, he's chanting, everyone's captivated.
And then it happens. The elder, mid-chant, he just stops. His eyes go wide, he stares at the groom, and this horrified gasp goes through the crowd. Because the groom's head, yes, slowly, methodically, detaching from his body. People are freaking out, right? Screaming, running like crazy. But Adisa's just standing there, totally calm. Like she ordered this whole head detaching thing off the menu. This woman defied her whole world for this guy. And when his true nature is revealed, she doesn't even blink. It's unbelievable. And as if things couldn't get any weirder, the head, it starts talking with this creepy little smile. It just says, all casual. I told you, I'm from far away. And in that moment, everyone's worst nightmares Yeah, they just became reality. This is not a man, this is something else. And what happens next? It's like something out of a horror movie. The groom's body bends down, picks up its own head, and just plops it back on the neck. Like it was nothing. Even the village elder, this guy's seen it all right. He's totally losing it. Tells Kofi to stop the marriage, that this thing, this creature, it's not a man. You can practically feel the tension in the air, you know? Tradition versus.
Whatever this is. And then Adisa, she just steps forward. With this voice that could silence a storm, she says, I love him. Just like that, she shuts down the entire village. Think about it. This isn't just love conquering all. This is love leaping over the conquered, doing victory dance, and then blasting off into another dimension. And before anyone can even process what just happened, Adisa and the skull husband, bloof, they disappear, vanished without a trace. All that's left is the stunned silence of the villagers and this messed up story that they probably tell their kids to keep them from staying out too late. This tale of Adisa and the skull husband. It really makes you think, doesn't it? What would you do for love? Would you defy your family, your entire world? Would you walk hand in bony hand into the unknown with a creature that defies all logic and reason? Well, that's it for this deep dive, folks. Hope you enjoyed the ride.
Ooh, Chris, such a wonderful story. Honestly, I'm out of words. Please give your thoughts about the story in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for interesting stories. It also helps motivate me to bring these top individuals to this studio. Well, I greet you. Have a nice day.